Hey everybody, it's Andrew checking in with you on this early Thursday evening. You are in my heart of prayer and wondering how you're doing. How are you doing this week? How are you doing today with anxieties and fears that press in on every side? Hopefully with some gratitude mixed in and about how we can use this space, this isolation time for good and for growth. Today I've been at home and supervising my kids' schoolwork as much as possible and my own work. My son had his first Zoom call today as his teachers and classmates checked in on one another, and really grateful for that. And my daughter had a question today that said, "Daddy, did God create the world where such bad things like this can happen?" And so I've been thinking about that question a lot, a deeply profound theological question and human question. What sort of world are we living in here? And I was reminded of Mr. Rogers in his response to children when they saw things happening in the world that were scary. And he once said, "When I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.'" I want to say thank you for helping in all the ways that you are doing, seen and unseen. I'm thinking about how disrupted our everyday lives have been this week, and all the ways we have tried our very best to move to online formats and virtual formats to stay connected. I know our Oasis Women's Book Group met via Zoom this week. Our preschool oversight committee met through Zoom this week. Our leadership council will be meeting via Zoom this week, which is this wonderful online virtual way to stay connected. It has video and audio components where we can continue to meet. We're staying connected like this in these little makeshift videos that I'm sending, and then soon you will also be receiving phone calls from your fellow Pineheads, checking in on you and seeing how you are doing. I hope that you are doing okay in the midst of all that is going on and finding ways to connect to God and to other people during this time of isolation. This social distancing or physical distancing doesn't have to be emotional distancing or spiritual distancing. And I was reminded of that this week with a poem that I believe our new friend Nancy Jacobs found through On Being with Krista Tippett, a wonderful website and podcast. And this is a poem that I want to share with you as I close today from a minister who ministers to an online community, actually, a Unitarian Universalist community, and someone who wrote this poem that has gone viral. How about that? A viral poem about a virus that's a little bit ironic. Her name is Lynn Ungar, and she wrote this poem called Pandemic, and I hope that you will find strength and wisdom in it as I have today. It says this: "What if you thought of it as the Jews consider the Sabbath, the most sacred of times? Cease from travel, cease from buying and selling, give up, just for now, on trying to make the world different than it is. Sing, pray, touch only those to whom you commit your life. Center down. And when your body has become still, reach out with your heart. Know that we are connected in ways that are terrifying and beautiful. You could hardly deny it now. Know that our lives are in one another's hands. Surely that has become clear. Do not reach out your hands, reach out your heart. Reach out your words. Reach out all the tendrils of compassion that move invisibly where we cannot touch. Promise this world your love, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, so long as we all shall live. Amen." I wish you good health and safety today. I'll be checking in again soon in this way. And in the meantime, may the peace and the strength and the grace of the one who made us in love and by love and to move toward one another in love be with you in this moment and all moments. Much love. I'll see you again soon.